Passon has a big swing at that one, lofts it over the top. Jimmy Wood just gets a bit of stick to that one, sends it off to the side. Now he's picked up the new line, unloads a shot underneath the pony's neck, out towards the side. Will Healy swoops into position looking for a pass. Jimmy sends that one back towards the centre, and he's going to have a good look at it as he picks it up on his near side. Has a look over the shoulder, tails the backhand, looking for Ed Courage, intercepted though by Jimmy Wood. Jimmy Wood for Vendetta. Wood dodges through the challenge from Max Stacey, still with the ball. That's a lucky pick up for him. Can he get past Ali Passon? Takes a shot to goal. It's rolling in past the 30. Open-handed shot from Ali, leaves it behind. Backhand now from Max. Healy's there, punches it in towards the post, winds up for a big finish, sends that one straight towards the upright. Ed Courage picks this one up for Braemar Farms. Sends a shot out towards the boards, being hassled hard by Lucy Dowie. Ed's still in control of this one, leaves it behind for Max. Max punches that one back up to the front door, onto the near side. He goes right in front of Will Healy's nose. Max now running this one towards the post. Can he go all the way with it? Healy challenges hard, the ball out to the left-hand side. Jimmy Wood's there, comes in out the centre of the two teams. Jimmy Wood able to pick this one up from the line-out. Jimmy gets through the hook from Torona. Under the net he goes. Max Stacey coming in with a big early challenge there. Gets the ride off just how he wants it. Goes to the near side backhand. Written down by a player. Gary Ranucci looks to pick it up. Called off it by Will Healy. Will now heads down towards the goal. He's on the 60. Has a big shot to goal. Sends a nice approach shot. Max Stacey's there with the near side opportunity. Still Healy. Back to Gary Ranucci. And he passes to clear this one. Sends a nice shot looking for Ed Courage. Courage now loose and running back in the opposite direction. Courage lofts the shot down. Will it settle down nicely for the bounce though, making life very difficult indeed. Patrick Toroda's there. As the ball's stolen away now by Jimmy Wood. Jimmy back round the corner, deals with the bounce well, leaves it behind. Backhand from Ed Courage, not quite enough on it to reach Ali Passon though. He hooked out of that one by Courage. Jimmy Wood hits that one, now on fire. Stephen O'Kane, in it goes. Courage manages to pick this one up from the line-out, finds possession. Can he get past Lucy Dowie? Lucy hovering there with an near side opportunity. Ed just about recovers with the ball. Here comes Gary Ranucci with the challenge, so gets the ride off in there. Ball picked up by Jimmy Wood, who punches it forward for the Vendetta team. Patrick tries to pick the ball up for Braemar Farms, but leaves it behind for Max Stacey. Stacey, with a bit of time on his hands, looks to find a route around the outside. Too many players though, causing obstructions. Now it's back to Ali. Ali has a go from there, ricochets it pretty hard off. Ed Courage picks this one up. Can he go all the way? It's a short route to goal. Ed Courage with this one looking pretty confident as he taps towards the post and gets the flag. So in goes the ball once more. Jimmy Wood comes flying through the middle of everybody to pick that one up. Ball goes high, can't quite swat it out of the air. Ed Courage is there, tail backhand scored for by Ali. Max Stacey pushed out of it by Gary Ranucci. Now back to Ali Passon. Passon for Braemar Farms. He's got two players waiting up at the front door for the pass. Ali's going to run this one himself. They're being chased hard by Lucy Dowie. Under the neck he goes and over towards the 60-yard mark. Sends it up to Patrick. Patterson back in possession, heading in towards the goal. Can he put this one away? Ali Passon goes all the way. Another flag, another one for Braemar Farms. Ali Passon straight out of the line out with this one. He's going to run it all the way. Ali decides to go solo as he heads up towards the 60, being chased hard by Gary Ranucci. Goes flying back in defence. Ali Passon feeling pretty confident, sends it out to the left-hand side. Healy's there, clears the ball underneath the pony's neck, just comes to rest in play. Sends it out towards the boards. Ed Courage hovering, waiting to make the challenge. Ball ricochets off the boards favourably for Will, who sends a pass up looking for Lucy Dowie, but Max Stacey's back in defence. Tails call for Max, decides to turn this one around. In front of Chunka Tucker, sends a pass up. No, decides to go on his own. Here comes Jimmy Wood though with the challenge. Can Max get the ball past him? Very well there, holding on to that one. Max now heading in towards the post, a bouncing ball, he deals with it perfectly. Now he's got an opportunity, looks to go underneath the pony's neck. Holds on to the ball. First bell rings, 30 seconds, ticking down. Max back round the corner, still holding on to this one. Max Stacey all the way after all that work, gets the ball through to Ed Chucker, number 1. 6 goals we saw in that one. Hopefully we'll have a repeat. Lucy Dowie out on Velosa in this Chucker. Andy Patterson sends a little pass up. Jimmy Wood's going to intercept this one before it reaches Ed Courage though. Jimmy back round the corner, Ed Courage, the long arms come in for the hook, gets just about the better of Jimmy on that one. Will Healy's there, tries to drive the ball forward. Max Stacey puts himself in the way of that one. Andy Patterson pitches the ball off Will now. Patterson back round the corner, Ed Courage running up, looking for the pass, has it met, not quite. Healy, tail backhand to Jimmy Wood. Jimmy Wood goes straight through the hook from Andy Patterson there. Jimmy controlling the ball, but it bounces around. Patterson gets the backhand in. Vendetta must retreat 30 yards, give a bit of space to Andy, who launches that one way over halfway, screaming up the field. Ed Courage riding onto the end of this one. Courage now looks like he's going to send it all the way, so it's a nice approach shot. It's running towards the goal. It's out to the right-hand side. Ed not quite going to make it there. Yes, he is. He keeps it in play. Tail backhand, but it is wide. Wood knocks this one back into play, gains 20 yards before unloading the pass, goes back in the other direction. Andy Patterson's going to try and pounce on this one. Jimmy Wood wants to get past him though. Jimmy just holds on to the ball as Max chases hard back in defence. Still Jimmy tapping the ball, it's bouncing everywhere, but he's in control of this one. Max comes in with a big challenge. Jimmy can't quite get a stick to that one. Lucy Dowie's there, pushed out a bit by Courage. Gary Ranucci pounces on the loose ball. Gary shoots the goal, it's rolling in towards the post. Healy's there to try and finish it off, sends a shot towards the goal. The flag waves, and Vendetta make it 3-0. We hear that first warning bell ring. Whistle goes. Goes the ball to restart play. Patterson picks this one up, keen to answer that goal from Vendetta with one for Braemar Farm. There's the pass up the field. Ed Courage is onto the end of this one. Healy applies the brakes to try and intercept, gets the stick to the ball. Max Stacey's able to pick up on the near side though. Stacey back round the corner, fighting hard with Lucy Dowie. Dowie wins the ride off. Ed Courage is there, now back to Patrick Taroda. Taroda shoots for goal, and it's another one for Braemar. Start play. Backhand from Gary Ranucci, gets a bit of distance on that. Ed Courage is there onto the near side. He goes, passes it beautifully up to Patrick Taroda on the grey pony. Bit of an appeal from Will Healy, the polo manager. Huge appeal from Will Healy, the polo manager. Onto the line he goes. Open-handed backhand, looking for Jimmy Wood. Open-handed shot. Now from Max Stacey, that sets Ed Courage up. Courage, can he get round the outside of Healy? Healy on Hechisada in this chucker. Picks up on the near side. Tail backhand from him, beautiful shot. Nice bit of distance on that. Andy Patterson anticipates well, heads back in defence to pick up the ball. Jimmy Wood snatches this one away for Vendetta. Still Jimmy with the ball. No, we don't have to do it. Patrick Taroda jumps on that one, but down with this second chucker. Jimmy Wood gains a good bit of ground unchallenged, thinks about winding up for the big swing, unloads the pass. Max Stacey's going to ride onto the end of this one. Ali Patterson looks like he's turning around to intercept it. No, Max with the tail backhand for Ali. Pass absolutely perfectly, but a bouncing ball gets the better of Patterson there. Lucy Dowie sends the pass now to Jimmy Wood. Dowie on the grey pony, plays a nice shot forward. Jimmy's able to pick this one up. Can he get it underneath the pony's legs all the way over to the goal? He's appealing back to the umpires. He's not happy with that. Sends the ball to the goal and the flag waves. Vendetta get what they want. Play to the whistle and play the ball rather than putting a stick in the air to appeal back to the umpires. Jimmy thought about it, but the stick down got the goal. Patrick Taroda goes big on the next shot. Bouncing ball gets the better of it. Max, though, able to deal with that one on the half volley nicely. Patrick picks up the ball. Max onto his near side, keeping it going for Braemar. His kick backwards with a bit of distance on that one. Sharp turn from Ranucci. Heads down the field. Lucy Dowie's there. Huge backhand. Ali Patterson really getting hold of that one, sending it underneath the pony's tail on the near side. Taroda onto his near side, he goes now running forward towards goal. Healy chase back, defence just gets the hook in time. Jimmy Wood, back round the corner he goes. Ed Courage chases hard as Jimmy looks to run this one all the way. He's got Lucy Dowie waiting way up at the front door, leaves the ball behind for Gary. Gary chips it up in the air. Bouncing ball gets the better of him. Healy's there to keep things moving for Vendetta. Vendetta now looking to score another one to put themselves back into the lead. Jimmy Wood onto his near side he goes, taking a bit of a long route to goal. Big ride off from Courage. Courage with a backhand. That sets Patterson up. Patterson now looks like he's going to want to run this one himself. Patterson goes round the outside. Healy coming in for the challenge. Patterson's on a quick pony though. Can he get through? Healy gets the hook in. Max Stacey lofts it back up to the front door. He's going to run it himself. Gary Ranucci comes in, big ride off from him. And Jimmy Wood to clear for Vendetta. The ground getting a bit tricky out there after quite a few chuckers and 2 matches yesterday afternoon. He does very well controlling that bouncing ball. Jimmy Wood back in the other direction. This time it gets the better of him. Gary Ranucci's there to pick things up though. Ranucci buys a nice bit of time for Jimmy Wood. Jimmy now cleared out of it by Ed Courage. Gary's going to try and run this one himself. Gets past Max Stacey. Gary Ranucci, a big bounce of the ball, but he connects beautifully with that one. Ali Baston's there. First bell rings. Tail backhand for Baston. Straight to Ed Courage. Courage now has a bit of an obstacle there in the forward. Jimmy Wood. Jimmy comes in for the big ride-off. Max flies through on the near side. Picks it up well. Stacey under the pony's neck, running this one in towards the post. Second, sticking down, still Max Stacey. Nice bit of grass to approach there. And it's Patrick Toroda. Toroda shoots the goal. It's rolling towards that back line, but it will be out of play. And now it's come at just the right moment as the rain has stopped. So we will, of course, ask you. Well, thank you very much indeed, everybody who trod in. We do appreciate your efforts. We're underway with the second half. Ed Courage who's playing a very nice tail there, straight to the boards. Rally pass to pick up. Ali hops over the boards, holding on to this one. Will keeping himself there to keep the pressure on. Big shot over the top from Ali, all the way up to the front door. Jimmy's there with a big ride off on Gus Prentice, who takes over from Max Stacey in the second half. Prentice playing Iliad in this Chucker, wonderful thoroughbred looking pony. It's out of the Black Bears breeding organisation. One of his favourites. Sends a shot to goal. Shot goes wide. So Jimmy Wood from the back line for Vendetta knocks the ball into play. Healy's swooping around looking for space. Ali Patterson, Gus Prentice rather puts the pressure on. There's the pass over the top, searching for Healy. Healy comes back into the middle of Patterson's there. Those shocking bright green bandages. Prentice able to hold on to this one. Successful challenge though from Jimmy Wood, but that one's written down by a player. Patrick Toroda rather shoots for goal. It's rolling, it's rolling. It's going to be picked up by Ed Courage. A big backhand there from Jimmy Wood.
You missed this, your life is over.
So Ali, the ball held aloft, the ends have changed. Vendetta now up towards Ham House. Braemar Farms in the red shirts towards the scoreboard. Great backhand there. Ed Courage finds the route straight through the line out, but Will Healy anticipates well and heads back in defence. Doesn't quite connect. Jimmy Wood's there to pick up the ball though. Jimmy Wood turning calmly around the corner, leaves it behind. Will Healy looks to try and clear things up. Gus Prentice is there to pick up the ball. Jimmy Wood snatches that one away for Vendetta. Now launches a backhand over the top, and Healy's onto the end of this one. Umpire Pony giving a bit of trouble there to one Cruiser Raja as the players come racing past. Healy holds on to this one well. Gary Ranucci punches it up to the front door, but Ed Courage is there in defence. Looks for the tail backhand, doesn't quite connect. Patrick Toroda's there. Toroda onto the line, big appeal from the polo manager, but the whistle has gone. He hits it very high indeed. Is it straight? The goal judge looks happy with that. Another textbook.
Oh really? Nearly had it. Don't trust him.
Goes the ball, a bit of a melee ensues. The players fight to pick this one up. We've got Jimmy Wood emerging in possession though. Sends a little pass up to Lucy Dowie. No going on his own. Big hook there from Gus Prentice. Will Healy's there to clear this one up. Healy's got forwards up at the front door, launches a nice pass up for Lucy Dowie. That's placed absolutely perfectly. Can she pick it up on the near side? Swings towards the goal. The pony kicks it out sideways. Apprentice is there. No, ball rolls over the bats and knocks the ball in, changes the direction beautifully as he sends a huge pass underneath the pony's neck for Gus Prentice to ride onto. Big shot over halfway from Gus. Patrick Toroda considers picking this one up onto the near side. He goes as he successfully gets hold of that ball. Jimmy Wood looks to pick this one up. Gus Prentice has the better breaks. He comes back round the corner. Ed Courage calls him off it as he was moving quickly towards that one. Courage tries to get a stick to it. Will Healy skids to a halt and picks that one up, sending it out towards the boards. Prentice is there. Big appeal for the polo manager. Polo manager looks livid, but he gets the whistle he wants. The Vendetta team are feeling pretty confident about the distance on Jimmy's head. They wait way up on the 40-yard mark. In goes the ball. Gus Prentice is there, looking to turn this one out. Gary Ranucci puts in a very nice hook there and picks up the ball, heading down towards the goal. Here comes Healy. Healy chips it in towards the post. Looks like it's going all the way. A quick pickup by the photo manager and a goal for Vendetta. Once again, goes the ball. Gary Ranucci pushes in to get hold of this one. Ball now goes flying out of the line. Out as Lucy Dowie goes onto the near side. Ed Courage now is going to turn this one around. Looks to cut the ball round the corner. Lucy Dowie coming in, looking for the hook. Ed Courage nudges the ball forward, trying to get away from the challenge. Prentice is there, he's hooked out of it by Gary Ranucci. Here comes Jimmy Woods, who takes that one coming in the other direction, sends a high ball down towards the goal. Is he going to deal with the bounce nicely? Yes, he is. Jimmy Wood heading down towards the post. Can he put another one up for the Vendetta team? Jimmy who leaves it behind. And Ali Patterson able to pick this one up, just about keeps the ball in play. No? Yes. Over the back line it goes. So Ali Patterson. Oh. He hits it hard, he hits it high. It's another one, 3 for 3 on his 60s so far this summer. Prentice is trying to get a stick to this one. He's barged out of the way by the Vendetta team though. Here comes Jimmy Woods. Wood looking for another one. Big hook from Prentice. Near side pick up from Patterson. Patterson now heading over towards the clubhouse in possession of this one. Healy looking like he's hovering, wanting a big ride off. Patterson's going to try and turn the ball to dodge away from this. Prentice calls the pass, it's lofted over everybody's head, lands up on the 60-yard mark. Here comes Courage, Courage hooked out of it though by Dowie. Prentice can't quite connect. Photo manager stops beautifully there. Wonderful brakes on that pony. First bell rings, 30 seconds, ticking down. Jimmy Wood can't quite get hold of that one. Courage back round the corner, has an option to hit to, sends the pass up to Patterson. Patterson looks to get past Ranucci, sends the ball in towards the goal, chasing down hard. Ali Patterson right in front of the post. Are we going to see a flag? Yes, we are. One more goal for the Braemar.
Are they still sponsored?
Fourth chuck, the final chucker of this match. Gus Prentice gets hold of the ball. Looks to launch that one into space, but it just jumps out of the way. Patrick Taroda's there, he can't quite connect. Ali Patterson now picks it up, looks like he wants to run this one himself. Patterson still has Healy to get past. A nice flick of the ball from Will Healy. Patterson just about holds on to this one on the 30. Now back to Gus Prentice. Prentice sends a shot forward, it's rolling all the way, it's found the goal, and another one for Braemar Farms. Change again. Vendetta in those bright camouflage shirts up towards the scoreboard. Ball's knocked out of the line out there by Gus Prentice. Prentice dodges through a big hook coming from Jimmy Wood. Now he's going to try and get past Will Healy, who's looking pretty solid in defence in this last chucker. Nice near side pick up there by Ali Patterson. Sends a pass to Gus Prentice. Courage. The long arms get through the hook. Courage now wants to try and send a shot towards goal. He's got Healy waiting up for him. He's going to wrap this one around the tail. Goes all the way around the corner there. Back around he goes, still juggling the ball, past all the divots, holding on to it nicely. Healy comes in with a challenge. Now it's back to Jimmy Wood. Big hook there from Gus Prentice. He tries to recover the ball for Braemar Farms. Now Jimmy Wood gets hold of this one, wanting to clear it out towards the picnic side of the ground. Gary Ranucci's there with a nice shot back up to Jimmy Wood. Wood still has Prentice riding Rocky in this chucker. Goes in for another one of those hard ride-offs he's well known for. Ball's out on the boards. Patrick Taroda tries to slide onto the end of that one, but Will Healy's there to pick it up on the boards. Healy punches a pass up to the front door. Patterson goes back in defence. Healy now flying onto the end of this one. Bit of an appeal back to the umpires, but Patterson picks up the ball, taking it back towards his own goal. Now goes to the tail backhand. Healy deflects that one well. Everybody flying in on the ball there. Prentice turns the corner once more, challenged by Healy, picked up now by Patterson. Patterson wants to send a big one down the field, nice pass from him all the way up to Patrick Taroda. Taroda heading over halfway with the ball now. He's got support behind the ball, but then Courage gets ridden hard out of that one though by Jimmy Wood. Nice pick up by Prentice, back up to the front door, back to Taroda. Taroda again, that bouncing ball gets the better of him. Backhand from Jimmy Wood, intercepted well by Ali Patterson. Patterson's going to have a good look at the goal from here. He strikes it well, it's all the way along the ground, it's rolling out to the left-hand side and it will find the back line. So Jimmy Wood from the back line with this one. Prentice comes straight in to put the pressure on. Holding up on that 30, still there, Jimmy advances down the field. Now Will Healy comes back in behind to help him out. Jimmy puts his foot down on the accelerator, looking to go around the outside. Patterson's picked it up though, winds up the tail back, and the angle's absolutely brilliant on that. It sets up Ed Courage well. Courage now going down towards the clubhouse, lofts a shot towards us. Courage sends that one towards the boards. It ricochets very nicely indeed, bounces back into play well. Big bump there from Jimmy Wood. Courage not too happy about that. Can he wrestle the ball back off Jimmy? Prentice holding on to this one now, knocks it forward. He's got a bit of time on his hands. Jimmy Wood has to clear out of the way to allow Prentice to take the shot. He lofts that one, threads it very tightly through the middle of everybody. Patrick with the bouncing ball. Once again, he controls this one well. Lucy Dowie's there. Onto the near side she goes. Picked up now by Patterson. Patterson robbed by Gary Ranucci, but that'll get a whistle. Jimmy Wood knocks the ball in, exposes his stick side, and Gus Prentice swoops in to think about a challenge there. Lofted shot over the top. Ali Patterson picks this one up, another bit of an appeal for the polo manager whose temper's getting slightly frayed out there. Patterson passes up to Courage. Courage wants to go big, heading down towards the goal. He's hooked out of it by Jimmy Wood. Jimmy turns the ball in that difficult patch of rather a lot of divots. Lucy Dowie picks that one up from underneath everybody's nose. Dowie back round the corner. Here comes Healy, a challenge coming from Gus Prentice. Amazingly, Jimmy Wood just comes in between everybody to pick that one up. There's the pass over the top. Lucy Dowie now running onto the end of this one. Ali Patterson chasing back in defence. Dowie with the ball, sends a nice shot forward. No, and he's going to pick this one up on his near side, heading down towards the corner of the field. Lucy, near side backhand, that's a nice shot, it's picked up by Ed Courage. So Courage with the backhand out towards the boards, just far enough for Ali Patterson to pick up.
Use it.
Ali now taking his time with this one. Lucy Dowie, going to stay there with him. Spins around on the spot, that gives Ali a little bit more space, though she's straight in onto the near side, interrupting his advance. Gary Ranucci's there. Ali in a little bit of trouble as he's got two players hassling him hard.
Very interesting.
Yeah, oh God.
Everybody trying to pitch the ball up there.
God, this is just...
Is that a foul?
No, he didn't do that right.
Oh, come on, guys, get out of it.
Well, it's very difficult to describe exactly what's happening in the corner there, but Jimmy Wood seems to have found the ball. Big hook from Gus Prentice, that was a stick breaker there. Ball hovering forward, Jimmy Wood trying to pick it up, flicks it over towards the goal, onto his near side. What a finish there from Jimmy Wood. Wants to see daylight down the middle before he rolls this one in, restarting play. 15 seconds ticking down. Ali Patterson's got hold of this one. He's going to need to run all the way. Jimmy Wood clears it underneath the pony's neck. Ali looking back angrily to the umpires, but he's not going to get what he wants. The time is ticking down, just seconds left, and that'll be an absolutely tremendous victory there for the Vendetta team, getting that goal at last.
Debriefing to do.
Well, we'll be having a